Hello Booktube, my name's Cam, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a bit of a weird one. You're probably not going to want to watch this if you're not into videos about the more personal or intimate kind of discussions, just because that's basically what this is. It's not a video about depression or anything like that, but I do want to talk about some stuff that I've got going on for me at the moment, kind of going on in my head. It's going to be a weird video. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just I've got a lot of thoughts I just kind of want to say, and yeah, it'll span over a few different topics, and it'll just might even seem like a ramble. I've got no plan. I've got no script here. I figured the best way for you to know what I'm talking about is for me to just do it. So I guess I should just start. Basically, you probably won't notice, and I wouldn't be offended if you didn't, but I haven't been on YouTube for a couple of weeks. I haven't really been watching or commenting or uploading, obviously, for a couple of weeks, and that's because of a few reasons, but primarily because I needed to kind of prove to myself that I wasn't scheduling my life around YouTube, because YouTube's always first and foremost been a hobby and a platform for me to market my books, and obviously it's fun. I enjoy doing it, of course I do, but it was, and this is like a broken record, you hear this from a lot of YouTubers, but I was spending way too much of my time worrying and stressing about the numbers and what I could do for my next video to get this many views, and whether this video will be that popular, and all this kind of stuff like that. And for example, if I did a video that I thought was going to do really well, because it was one of those topics that people tend to watch very quickly, and it didn't do well, I found that I would be genuinely disappointed, and I would start asking myself, is it me? Was the video just shit? If that video is not going to do well, how the hell are these other videos I have planned going to do well? Because that was the one that was meant to be bigger than them. Just that kind of silly stuff, just really silly stuff. So yeah, I needed a break just for me to kind of recenter myself and remind myself that there's more to life than sitting in front of a camera and worrying how many people are watching you. I mean, obviously I care about that, I still do. And I think anyone who says they don't care about people watching the videos they upload is probably full of shit, but I didn't want it to be the center of my world. That's not even what this video is about. I just wanted to kind of give an explainer there, and it's not going to change any of my content going forward. I'm still going to aim for 3 videos a week. That might not be this week, obviously, but maybe starting from next week. But at the same time, if I don't achieve that, I just want it to not be a big deal. And it's not. You guys don't care if I don't upload 3 videos a week, so why should I? I don't know, it's silly. I'm aware of how silly it is, and the fact that I'm self-aware makes it even worse, if that makes sense. Aside from that, a couple of weeks ago, and again, this is going to be so weird to talk about. I never talk about this kind of stuff on this channel because I've never really experienced much depression myself. I don't think I'm a really sad guy, so to speak. I'm just quiet and a bit nervous and a tiny bit anxious, but that's just because I'm shy. I think that's it. I've never seen myself as a depressed person, and I still don't think I am. I don't think I'm suffering depression, but what I've got going on in my head at the moment is an overall numbness to almost everything. And what kind of triggered this for me was a couple of weeks ago. I don't even know how to explain it. It was just, it took 24 years, but finally, again, bear with me, it's going to be weird, but finally mortality kind of struck me. I mean, I'm not a very spiritual guy. That's just the facts. I kind of have this hypercritical mind where I need physical evidence of stuff for me to truly have faith. Otherwise, it's not just blind faith, it's false faith. That's the way I see it. But basically, I'm not a spiritual person, and the subject of mortality kind of struck me while I was at work, and I don't know why I was thinking about it, but it just kind of hit me that, from what I believe anyway, obviously when I die, which could be quite literally any time, it could be tomorrow, that's going to be it. And I think I've thought about that in the past, and it's something I've always kind of brought up nonchalantly, but it really, really hit me this time. Like, really hit me. And I experienced something that I never thought I would experience. I've heard other people talk about it, but I've just always assumed it's not something that would ever happen to me, and that is, I had a panic attack. And it was a pretty bad one. I went to the bathroom at work, and I kind of passed out just because I had this overwhelming and crippling sense of dread from this epiphany I'd just had. And I'm past that now. I think the reason I had a panic attack, and that's the only one I had, hopefully the only one I'll ever have, but the only reason I think I had it is because it was the first time I'd ever really given the subject of mortality much thought. And I think I'm okay now. Like, you know, I'm past. I get it. That's life. But it has changed my perspective on almost everything. Like, everything I've done since that point, since that panic attack, has felt really different. And I've thought about things differently. And it's both good and bad. It's made it harder to enjoy certain things, but then it's made me value and have gratitude for things that I didn't before. And it's just weird. It's really weird. I hope this isn't a subject that's going to get you guys thinking about that same kind of thing, but, you know, it's just one of those things. I don't really know what else to say about that, but yeah, it was weird experiencing a panic attack for the first time. I didn't know what was going on, and it was just really scary, really, really scary. But I got past that, and one thing that helped me kind of get through that is I found, and it sounds kind of cliche, but genuinely spending time with other people, like friends and family, people you care about, kind of gives you this sense that although this, you know, in the words of Monty Python, I can't even remember what the words are. What's the song now? Fuck. Anyway. I know the song, but I can't think of the words. Anyway, life's a bit of a cruel joke, and you know, whether you're religious or not, it's just an odd experience we all have together. And when you start thinking about it as something you're experiencing with other people, especially people you care about, it's not so scary. And it sounds like the first line in a cheesy self-help book, but it's just true. But yeah, that's kind of that. I know that's a really morbid thing to talk about on YouTube, and a really weird thing, especially on my channel where it's mostly humor and obviously books. It's weird. But it's important for me to talk about because, again, it's given me a different perspective on everything I do and everything I witness and everything I experience, and YouTube is a large part of my life experience right now because it's one of my most passionate hobbies. Moving on from that, on the topic of passion and hobbies, etc., I want to go back to what I said before about this kind of numbness I've had, and this is completely unrelated to that panic attack incident. This is just something I've had going on for quite a while, maybe like at least a year or two now, and it's just a general sense of just numbness. That's why I don't think I'm depressed, because it's not that I'm sad or I'm experiencing melancholy, but I just have no emotion towards a lot of things that I used to have strong emotions about, and that's not just things I enjoyed, that's things I hated. And I still get angry about stuff, of course, but for the most part, it feels kind of grey. Like, it's hard to put into words, but it's like if it was a movie, it would be black and white rather than in full colour. That's how I'm feeling a bit inside. Not sad, just blah. Just numb. Just bland. And it's important to note I'm not looking for advice or not looking for life advice here. I'm just spouting crap. It is really crap. I'm just spouting crap to you, but that's kind of how I'm feeling at the moment, and the way it's affecting me drastically now, and the reason I kind of had to take this break, aside from that the panic attack, is because I need to figure out what it is that's happening and what's causing this general numbness, and I need to fix it. Like because I have no passion to read or write at the moment. I haven't really read properly in quite a while now, and that's sad. And it's not like I feel bad about the fact that I haven't been reading or writing, because that's the problem. I don't feel anything about it. Bleh. It's hard to describe, but I don't give a shit that I haven't been reading or writing, and that itself is kind of scary. I hate that. I don't want to not give a shit about those things, because those were the things that made me feel like I had purpose beforehand. Those were the things I got passionate about. And it's kind of the same with romance and, you know, girls, that type of thing as well, because like, I feel like I could, you know, date if I wanted to, but not in like a, you know, I'm so handsome, blah blah, just whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think if I had the confidence, I could go out and talk to girls and I would be fine. I have my insecurities like everyone else, but I don't think I'm ugly or anything like that. But my problem when it comes to romance and girls at the moment is that I have that same numbness. I will go on dates with girls, and the girl herself will be beautiful and have just the perfect sense of humor, and I'm kind of talking about one girl in particular here, but they'll be beautiful, have a perfect sense of humor, they'll have almost everything I would write down on a piece of paper and what I would look for in a girl, but I'm not sensing that spark. And as soon as I realize there is no spark, I have no interest in that girl anymore, at least from a romantic standpoint, of course. And I don't know if that's because we just don't have a spark, or if because of this whole situation where I'm numb to everything, I'm missing out on opportunities. But then at the same time, I don't want to just start having a relationship with a girl that I don't have strong feelings for, because not just because I don't have strong feelings for the girl, but because that's not fair for her. She would deserve someone who wanted actively and would chase to have a relationship with her, and that's just not where I was at. And that wouldn't be so much of a problem if I wasn't coming up on 25, and I know that's, you know, that's young. It's like quarter life, maybe a bit more, but it's young, and a lot of people meet the loves of their life after this age. But it's been a long time for me since I've had a real connection with a girl. It's been a really long time. It's been like maybe 3 or 4 years, and it's kind of, I would say it's getting to me, but again, it's just a numbness. But I'm so self-aware of how much time is passing. It's just, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I told you it would be a rambly video, a very personal and intimate video, and that's what it's been. But that's basically where I'm at. I think it's pretty clear to everyone watching this that I've got a lot going on in my head right now that I need to kind of work out before I get in an active schedule of being passionate about making YouTube videos again. But I am going to start making videos again. I've got a video I want to make next week. I just don't know if it's going to be the 3 videos a week that I've stuck to for the last like year. I've been doing 3 videos a week for a long time, and I've been really proud of that. It just hasn't been an option for me lately, that's all. What else was I going to say? There was definitely something else. In terms of Booktube itself, I haven't wanted to have a real, you know, in-depth discussion about YouTube, because it seems like such a small thing. And you know, as far as Booktube goes, we're all here to just talk about books. That's really it. There's no deeper underlying thing there. So if you're not doing that, it's not that big of a deal. But it's weird. I haven't felt that connected with the Booktube community lately. When I first started, it felt like this really big family, like a massive club that everyone was a part of. And I don't know if it's because of my increasing subscriber numbers or what, but I felt like I'm on the outside of the circle, and people are kind of watching me from a distance and clapping and stuff, but no one's coming up to say hi. I don't know. It's weird. It's just like I'm watching a lot of strong friendships develop in Booktube. I'm just not a part of that, and I kind of have myself to blame because I don't do a lot of reaching out. But then at the same time, I don't like really feel like I want to, and I hate that I don't feel like I want to, because then I end up in the situation I'm in, and it's a circle. It's a trap. It's just a loop where I have numbness towards doing something, so I don't do it, and then that results in me feeling like crap, which then drives me to feel numb, and the cycle repeats itself. Yeah, I think that's really all I can say for now. I've done a lot of rambling, but that's where I'm at. It'll be back to regular programming, like I said, maybe just less frequent, but I'll be doing my normal good-hearted humor videos very soon. It's not like I'm faking it. I don't fake it in my videos. Like, obviously I put on a bit of a show, but it's not like I finished making the video and then I'm like, oh fucking hell, that was shit. Like, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy putting on a show. I enjoy entertaining, because it's not something I get to really do in real life because I'm quite shy. So in front of the camera I get to be not another person because it's still me, but I get to be this me that I haven't had the confidence to be in real life. So yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Sorry for the weird video. I am sorry. There won't be any more like these, I promise, unless something big happens, but thanks for watching.